That scholarship was their lifeline, but it came with a cost. Abigail was one of 10 black students in a sea of 450 wealthy white kids. She learned early to keep her head down, to move like a shadow through Hillview's gleaming halls. But here is what nobody tells you. She carried a secret. In her tiny apartment bathroom, she would sing, her voice echoing the gospel hymns her grandmother taught her. That voice was her sanctuary, her connection to a lineage of black women who used music to survive. To understand why Abigail's story hits so hard, we need to go back, way back. The black experience in elite spaces like Hillview is not new. It is rooted in a history that has been repeating for centuries. Let us talk about it. Back in the 1800s, when black people first gained access to education after enslavement, it was a battle. Schools were segregated, underfunded, or outright non-existent. By the early 1900s, black families like Abigail's were fighting tooth and nail for scholarships to white institutions, only to face hostility designed to push them out. This was not just about academics. It was about proving you did not belong. Sound familiar? That is what Abigail was up against at Hillview, a modern-day echo of those same barriers. Let us break this down. Elite schools like Hillview were built for the wealthy, the connected, the white. When black students started entering these spaces, whether through scholarships or desegregation, the system did not roll out the welcome mat. They created subtle traps, microaggressions, rigged opportunities, teachers who assumed you could not keep up. This is where it gets really interesting. These institutions would tout diversity while setting up black students to fail, ensuring the status quo stayed intact. Abigail's story is a direct descendant of that history. Let us go deeper. Gospel music, which Abigail was forced to perform, carries centuries of black resistance. Born in the fields of enslavement, spirituals were coded messages of hope, survival, and rebellion. Songs like Swing Low, Sweet Chariot were not just melodies. They were lifelines, carrying messages of escape and freedom. When Abigail's grandmother, Esther, sang in Atlanta's churches in the 1950s, she was part of that tradition. But here is what nobody tells you. The music industry, like elite schools, marginalized black artists. Esther's career was cut short not because of talent, but because systemic racism blocked her path. Abigail inherited that legacy, but also the weight of those unfulfilled dreams. This is where it gets complex, but stay with me. By the 1960s, the civil rights movement was pushing for integration.